Hi, I'm Regina Chen, your local real estate expert here in Irvine and Tustin, California. If you're a homeowner, homebuyer, or even thinking about selling your home, today's video is one you don't want to miss. We're diving into the newly signed One Big Beautiful Bill Act, also known as the 2025 Tax Reform Act, and how it directly impacts your real estate decisions, from how much tax you'll pay or save to how this bill shapes buying and selling power here in Southern California. Let's get started. Homeowners, tax saving and deduction. Let's begin with homeowners. If you already own a home, especially in California, where property tax and home prices are high, one of the biggest wins in this bill is the SALT, S-A-L-T, deduction cap increase. SALT stands for state and local taxes. And for the past few years, the deduction was capped at $10,000. But with this new bill, that cap goes up to $40,000 per year, at least until 2030. For Orange County homeowners, this is huge. It means you can finally deduct more of your California property tax and local income taxes again, giving many families thousands of dollars back at tax time. Next, the mortgage insurance premium deduction, which helps families who didn't put 20% down and are paying PMI, private mortgage insurance. The mortgage interest deduction stays capped at loan up to $750,000, but now that cap is permanent. So if you refinance or buy your home in the last few years, this lock in long-term savings. The tax rule won't keep changing every few years, so you can plan ahead with confidence. And here's what the bill locks in. Number one, lower tax rates. The reduced tax brackets we had since 2017 are now permanent, meaning you keep more of your income. Number two, standard deduction. The larger write-off you get for filing taxes, currently around $29,200 for married couples, is here to stay. Number three, 20% QBI, qualified business income deduction. If you're self-employed or own a rental property through a LLC, you may get to deduct 20% of your net income from taxes. That's a big deal for real estate investor, agents, or small business owners. Now let's talk to the buyers. If you're thinking about buying a home this year or next, especially here in Irvine or Tustin, this bill offers several ways to make home ownership a little bit more affordable. First, you still get the mortgage interest deduction and PMI deduction I just mentioned, which help lower your taxable income and reduce the long-term cost of ownership. Second, something new. There's now a deduction for interest or car loans up to $10,000 a year for American-made EVs and plug-in vehicles. If you're relocating and buying both a house and a new car, you'll get a bonus deduction there too. And third, with a standard deduction and tax brackets now permanent, you can plan ahead with more confidence. As a local agent working with many families relocating from LA, Bay Area, or even Texas, this predictability matters. It affects how much you can borrow, how lender calculate your DTI, and what monthly payment is truly affordable. Now, if you're selling or you're an investor, this bill creates some real advantages. Let's start with sellers. The bill extends 100% bonus depreciation through 2029. If you're doing a 1031 exchange or selling a rental and upgrading, this lets you deduct the full cost of certain improvement and property assets upfront. That makes holding real estate more attractive than before. There's also good news for real estate estate planning. The estate and gift tax exemption went up to $15 million per individual. So if you're planning to pass down real estate or do some wealth transfer planning, this creates flexibility and fewer tax down the line. This is especially relevant in high-value communities like Orchard Hill, Hidden Canyon, or Turtle Rock, where values can easily hit those estate thresholds. Well, let's zoom in on California. Yes, these federal tax break help, but we're still in high-cost state with high income taxes. And while this bill gives more federal relief, we may see pressure at the state level to increase local taxes. That's why Prop 13 remains so critical here in California. It protects homeowners from drastic property tax increase unless you sell or do renew construction. That law is still in place, and it's something I always educate my clients on during listing consultation and buyer tours. Also, if your household income is above $500K, or if you are a senior making more than $75K as a single filer, you may not get the full SALT benefit. There are income phase-out built in. So every buyer and seller needs to run the number with their CPA or financial advisor. I'm happy to connect you with a great team if you need a referral. The big takeaway. So, what's the big takeaway? If you're a homeowner, this bill gives you more deduction, more certainty, and more reason to stay invested in your home. If you're a buyer, it's a little easier to qualify and keep more money in your pocket, especially with PMI and interest deductions. If you're a seller or investor, you got tax tools to help grow and protect your wealth. And if you're in Orange County, California, like me, where we pay more to live in this best weather and best school zone, you'll feel the impact of this bill more than most. If you have any questions or want to talk through how this affects your move, give me a call or shoot me a DM. I'm Regina Chen, helping families and investors thrive here in Irvine, Tustin, and beyond. I'll see you in the next video.